Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. All right, guys, welcome and welcome back. Listen, I am here for a investment update. Yes, I promised y'all that I was going to let y'all all in my business, literally. And I'm going to share with you guys what my February 2026 investment accounts look like. That's right. So every month I'm going to do this. So make sure that if you are interested and you want to kind of see what I'm doing, especially as I transition to full-time, well, I am now currently, full-time entrepreneurship from W-2 employee, and how I still build my net worth and still build my investments, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get right into it. Okay. So I want to share that today I was pleasantly surprised when I woke up and I checked my investment accounts. Yes, I do that every morning. I don't care. I gotta look at my numbers. Plus, you gotta see what's going on in the world. And there's a lot of things always constantly happening. So I checked my investment accounts and I saw that not only did I obviously get my contribution from my paycheck that I received this week rather. I also had another contribution there in my 401k. And I was like, where's this from? And then I remember that every February, the company that I was currently employed with, it is a major system, they give us a performance bonus. So we get a performance bonus in like a little check, anywhere between $500 and $1,500. Now it's more like $850. I didn't get the whole $850 this time because I had left and came back. So anyway, but we normally get this little check. It's a little, cute little check. You can do some stuff with that. But they also give us money in our 401k, which I can't even hold you. That is one thing that I definitely appreciated about this company, is that they were very big on their employees or their staff investing in their financial futures. And so I definitely appreciated that. So depending on the performance of your department or you or whatever, I don't know how they calculate it, but you get a percentage of your salary plus merit. I don't know how they really calculate it, but you get a percentage, and they put that in your investment accounts, like your 401k. So I was like, oh my gosh. Now, they were supposed to stop this year, but they ended up giving us the bonus check, and they also ended up giving us this. And normally it happens every February at the end of the month. And so I was not expecting that. I thought they were not going to do that this year, and I didn't think I would even qualify for it, to be honest. And so I was pleasantly surprised to see, I'm going to pin it right here, a 401k bonus contribution of $2,000. How much was I got in my notepad? $2,291.65, y'all, went to my 401k. So I was so excited. Like, yes, God. Okay. Now, if you don't know, go back and check out another video I just did not so long ago. It's like the last paycheck I got. So I was supposed to get a productivity bonus, but I didn't get it because when I started in my department and my role and timing and all that kind of stuff. So I was really disappointed because that was money I was going to use during this transition period. So I was like, hold up now. But look at God, because basically after taxes and everything, I probably would have got the same amount. Only I would have got that in my paycheck versus this going into my 401k. But honestly, I'm grateful this goes into my 401k because it forces me to, let it sit and grow and build wealth, right? So I'm excited about that. So let's get into the numbers, and the numbers will include this contribution. All right. So my 401k end of February is sitting at $39,586.26. Now keep in mind the numbers are down. I don't know what's going on, right? Well, I think we basically they said we was going to W. I don't want my video getting marked, but Trump just said, I told y'all, when he start talking, it might not even have nothing to do with that, but I'm just saying. So that might be why, but the numbers are down a little bit. So yeah. So that's what my 401k is sitting at with this new contribution. And I think when I I think my goal for this month was 37,000. So as you can see, we've crossed over 39,000. I'm almost at $40,000 in my 401k, y'all. I know that may not sound like a lot to y'all, but like for me, that is a big deal. Like just alone in my 401k, it's almost 40,000. Y'all, a couple years ago, I didn't have no money. A few years ago, I didn't have no money invested, like any money. Like I didn't even know anything about investments like that. And here I am now. I'm just like, guys, you was not playing with me. I told y'all. Listen. All right, my 457B. Again, if you don't know how I started that, check out the first video of this series. But it was in the 90-day period that I had to wait before I could contribute to my 401k. So I was like, let me just start this little account so I can at least be putting something in it and not waste any time. But that is sitting at $3,204.88. So that's looking good. The goal for that was $3,200 for this month. And obviously we have crossed that. And it was actually a little bit more from my last video. But it's gone down because, again, the numbers are down. My Roth is sitting at $16,844.14. And that's down a little bit, too, because it was at $17,000. It had crossed $17,000 during my last video for my paycheck a few days ago. So that's down. Again, the market is down a little bit, but, you know, it happens. But at the timing of this video, my total invested is $59,635.28. And I think I had a little bit over $57,000 when I filmed my budget video a couple days ago. So as you can see, that $2,000 really took us over, or me. Took me over, and I'm just like, oh my god, I wasn't even expecting that. And I know some people are like, girl, it's just $2,000, but listen, it's not free money because I worked. I put my time in. I put my energy into this. But like, it's an incentive. But y'all know how I feel. It's part of the golden handcuffs thing, because there's no reason why I cannot add $2,000 to my own account, which is the goal. So let's talk about what I plan to do moving forward. So I want to kind of talk about every month now what's new, what I'm doing new in terms of investing and building wealth, and also like my next plan. So what's new? So if you haven't already seen, I did a video and I talked about how I opened my solo 401k. Yes, I did. I'm so excited. I opened it with Fidelity, just so that once all this is all cleared out, because I literally ended my job on Friday, my resignation period. But once I'm completely out the system and everything, I do intend to roll over my 401k into my solo 401k with Fidelity. And I'm excited about that and just managing that myself. And I think next video we'll talk about like what I'm going to be investing in, what all that stuff looks like. Definitely will still be in the S&P 500, but I might kind of, start doing some other stuff. So we'll see. So that's new and exciting from this month. And then my plan, I don't know. To be honest, y'all. Honestly, I don't want to set any like goals yet, because I'm in a transitional period. These next 30 days is all about just honestly resetting my nervous system from W-2 employee, y'all know how that is, if you know, you know, to entrepreneur, and just really getting into that mode, right? So I don't want to think about that. I have money to live off of. I'm focused on that. So really investing and saving and paying off debt is like paused a little bit. So I'm going to say that for the next 90 days, I'm pausing that. But if something happens and I have something, then I might, I am actually going to be studying stock trading, options trading rather. And so I'm very interested to see what that turns into and what that looks like. I do have a separate like individual brokerage account with Fidelity as well. So I think if I do anything, I'll add something in that account and just start like kind of playing around with that. It'll be money that I can obviously afford to lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. And if you're interested in like knowing what I'm doing behind the scenes with that and what that looks like, let me know in the comments. Like, do you want me to share that with you as I'm learning and as I'm practicing that? Is that something you want me to do live? Like, let me know what you think. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm not an expert in that. But I'm excited to try. I'm excited to learn and see what comes from it. I've heard amazing stories of people like not knowing anything, and now they're like making a lot of money from doing that. I'm not saying that's going to be my story, but you just never know, okay? Because I learn fast and I don't put my own money. So, but yeah, those are my numbers for February as I have transitioned out of my W-2 job into full-time entrepreneurship. So the next video I do will actually be with like just entrepreneurship money, right, and income. So I do think I'll be getting another half of a paycheck plus PTO hours, all that. So there may be another contribution from my job and my employer. So you might see that in the next video. So just kind of stay tuned and watch that video to see what that turns out to be. Okay. I hope you like these updates. I hope you like this video. If you do, comment and be like, yes, we want more of this. I hope y'all watched, like, y'all gave me like 3,000 something views on this video last time. So I was like, okay, I know what y'all like. Y'all like being all in my business, and that's okay. Alright guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in March for the next investment update. We building wealth over here, baby. Period. Bye, y'all.